Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today I want to take a look at Future Gohan. Future Gohan, who just released on Global. Now, some people give me shit sometimes for doing this, where I will make a video centered around a unit that just came out on Global. So yes, I have already done a video on Rainbow Future Gohan back when he released on JP, but I'm doing another one right now because it's relevant. He just came out today on Global. So I wanted to give you guys a look at what Future Gohan can do at the Rainbow Potential system. Obviously, one reason I'm making this video is because I want to make it clear to people that this unit is not worth summoning for. Future Gohan is solid, I would say, but what he's capable of doing at his max full potential is nowhere near what other good Dokkan Fests are able to do that have come out recently, who have better teams, who have better links, who are better for Super Battle Road, things like that. So let's go ahead and hop in. We are going to be going on his future category team, which in my opinion is also a worse version of the Int Goku Black. He is the leader for the Time Travelers team, although it's only a 150% leader skill, whereas Future Gohan has 170% for attack, which usually is the most important one, right? I view the Time Traveler category as superior to the Future category. We'll, as soon as we're done with this event, we also will go take a look at that. I want to show both categories side by side, but the Time Traveler category having impressive units on it like Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, the Supreme Opie of Time, a lot of these Super Dragon Ball hero characters, which personally I do think will come to Global at some point in the future. Like, that just makes the Time Traveler category, I want to use the word consistent, but there's better units over there than what we have on this actual category right here. So I think both the Friend and my Future Gohan here are rainbowed. Now, I think pretty much the best situation for Future Gohan would be this Trunks right here, this support Trunks. He's pretty much the only support unit on the Future category, which is one reason I kind of have a bit of an issue with the category, right? Is because support units can be a really big factor depending upon the circumstances. So them not having really a better support option than that Rage Trunks does hurt the category quite a bit. So we're going to get him on a rotation, I think, with SCR Rose, or really any other unit that has a Super Saiyan link. Super Saiyan is, of course, Future Gohan's main attack link. Well, you know, Super Saiyan and Fierce Battle. He also has Experienced Fighters, but if I remember correctly, Experienced Fighters is not a link you can easily activate on the Future category team. Yeah, I'm looking through it, and I'm seeing nothing. No, none of the TURs that have Experienced Fighters are on the Future category, and same with the LRs. So that's not a link that you're going to be able to activate on this team. What's funny is, you know, the Time Travelers team, it's basically a very similar thing to the Future team. It's just like it takes out Future Gohan, adds obviously some other characters, you know, who travel through time, you know, Bardock, Mass Saiyan, all those characters, and it just really is such a head and shoulders better version. I know some people don't like how hard I am on Future Gohan, but there's really no excuse because, you know, he is one of the most recent Dokkan Fests in the game, and he's just not as impressive as a lot of them. Like, SCR Rose completely shits on Future Gohan. Future Gohan can't even come close to the same attack power that SCR Rose is capable of doing. Then SCR Rose, you know, he's got the better 12 key multiplier. He has the 3% to extreme types, which, you know, Future Gohan doesn't have anything like that. It's really, the problem with Future Gohan too is that he can become a pretty good defensive unit, really quite a strong defensive unit, but it takes time to build his passive up. Way too much time, by the way, for him to actually build that passive. So, you know, by the time he's fully built up, like, yeah, you know, he's going to be pretty good with his defensive ability. But you're just most of the time, I think, in many events, not going to get to a point where Future Gohan has that full passive built up where he reduces 10% damage at the start of every turn, and it goes up to a max of 50%. So eventually it hits 50%. I think really they could have just given future Gohan the 50% damage reduction. Like, his passive could be exactly the same. They just give him the 50% damage reduction, and that helps out his card a lot, because then he becomes like a very good defensive unit, right? Someone, okay, so he's going to be perfect for Super Battle Road, right? Whereas right now, if you're able to stall long enough, future Gohan can be solid there. But many times in Super Battle Road, future Gohan just gets his shit pushed in. It's happened a lot. Now, he does have that All in the Family link, which of course is something good on Hybrid Saiyans, right? Because SCR Ultimate Gohan also has that. Plus, SCR Ultimate Gohan also gives a 50% defensive buff to Super type allies. So you combine those two, that's 65% extra defense that SCR Ultimate Gohan will give the future Gohan. That helps out a lot. But guess what? Ultimate Gohan and future Gohan don't have key links together. So that's another bit of an issue there. Okay, so again, this will pretty much be future Gohan's best situation. He raises his attack for 1 turn on super attack. So if he got an additional super attack, the second super would hit harder than the first. He has his 100% attack buff. He has, Super Saiyan active, and he's also got Fierce Battle active, which are basically, his 2 main attack links. So here's what future Gohan's able to do. 1.65. Now again, if he got a second super attack, I'm sure that will put him at like 1.75 or 1.8 million. But that's it. Like he's the most, pretty much, for global, he's the most recent Dokkan Fest, right? But like, you just compare future Gohan to every other unit that's released this year, right? In Goku Black, I actually would say is a bit of an underwhelming unit. He is not as good as people, kind of hoped he would. He's fun because he's a transformation unit. That's one of the best things about these transformation units. They are incredibly fun. Like, the transformations happening, all of that stuff is always a blast. But, he does build up slowly, both offensively and defensively. I don't know, whatever it is with me, but I've had incredibly bad luck with Goku Black getting those crits off as well that he can do from his passive. You look at AGL Metal Cooler, he completely flies under the radar, but he's like practically the best Dokkan Fest exclusive we've gotten this year outside of LR, Vegito, and Gogeta, right? Metal Cooler is just ridiculously powerful. He is so good. But like, for whatever reason, I even haven't really used him very much. Okay, Goku Black, by the way, once you start getting to 3 super attacks, 4 super attacks, his defense starts to get insane. That's where he could be really good. Because he raises it by 50% every single turn. So, again, if you've got the time to build up his... Okay, I'm gonna use a Princess Sync right here, just because I want to see Goku Black's transformation. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm ready to see Goku Black go ahead and transform right here, so we can finish up this fight. That is the best thing, man, those transformations. Now then moving on to another Dokkan Fest that came out this year, STR Super Buu. I'm seeing a lot of people peg STR Super Buu as the worst Dokkan Fest exclusive. Me, I disagree, because Super Buu, the fight only has to go 5 turns, and he transforms no matter what. And really, I view the Majin Buu Piccolo Absorbed and the Majin Buu Ultimate Gohan Absorbed, both of those are way better than Ultimate Gohan. Maybe the Buu Gotenks Absorbed, he can be, like, you might have a little trouble getting his Over in a Flash key link to activate, so sometimes he can maybe be a little bit more inconsistent than future Gohan. But the one you're going to see almost all the time is, Majin Buu Ultimate Gohan Absorbed, or Buuhan. That's the one that's going to be coming out. And he's way better than future Gohan. He heals, he has an attack and defensive buff of 120%, does he not? Like, I know people, Super Buu before he transforms is underwhelming, but he will always transform. Like, there's not any RNG or anything like that. It's just after 5 turns, Buu transforms. So, like, that's why I do consider him a bit better than Ultimate Gohan. I probably would actually place Buu above SCR Ultimate Gohan as well. I don't know, though, because, SCR Ultimate Gohan can be very clutch in some situations. Like, you know, he is very good in his own category Super Battle Road stage. The 50% extra defense is nice. When Ultimate Gohan gets his guard ability to activate, he's an incredible defensive unit. And then, of course, Ultimate Gohan also does stack his attack infinitely. So, you know, if it is a long, drawn-out fight, wow, damn, Rose is... Yo, in Goku Black, there's going to be a lot of fights where he maybe won't be able, you know, as spectacular as other units. But, oh boy, like, if it's a drawn-out fight like the Super Buu stage always is, does Goku Black just look very impressive, man. As, like, his defense just gets to a level that these fuckers cannot handle. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and finish this up now, though. We're going to let the Rose squad go ahead and take care of it. As you guys can see, you know, I've been trying to make Future Gohan the focal point here, and he's overshadowed by literally every unit here. SCR Rose is better, LR Goku Black is better, LR Vegito Blue is better, Int Goku Black is better. They're all way better than Future Gohan, even though Future Gohan is the leader. I know there's a lot of other teams like that, but come on, man. It's very obvious that Future Gohan just is not up to snuff. Again, I think if they had just made his damage reduction 50% and always active, that would have really helped this card out, and then he would have had a lot of viability defensively, right? But unfortunately, they decided not to do that. I'm also kind of surprised we didn't finish Buu off right there. We're actually going to make it to the buff Buu, who, hey, maybe we'll see him in Dragon Ball Super soon. Alright, but let's go ahead and finish this off. Let's let our boy Rose have a little bit of fun. Man, Rose is really fun. Like, once he transforms, you can't do damage to him. Yo, infinitely stacking defense is pretty fun. That's one of the main reasons I like LR Vegito Blue as well, right? You're just able to build it up so much. Alright, so real quick, after we finish this fight, I will kind of, you know, go over Future Gohan. We'll see him in detail. I do kind of want to show the Time Traveler category up against the Future category as well, because that's the thing. Like, you know, a lot of times these big Dokkan Fest exclusive units, one reason they're so good is because their teams can be like meta-changing or game-breaking, right? You know, just completely different levels of power. But Future Gohan's team is certainly not that. Like, that's the thing. Not only is he underwhelming, but his category is sort of underwhelming as well, just because it's got a much superior version, which was released in the Time Travelers category. So, before we look at Gohan, real quick, so this is the Future category, right? Which has some really good units, right? You got the Vegito Blues, both of them are very good. You got all the Goku Blacks, who are very good. You know, Future Gohan is a solid unit. You have the Rage Trunks. Now, Rage Trunks, I think, is due for an upgrade. I think this is probably the best Rage Trunks in the game. This one has become very, very quickly outdated. He's not as good as some of the units. Really, the only units that don't transition over to the Time Traveler category is Future Gohan, and then the Future Androids also do not go into the Time Traveler category. So yeah, here's the Future category. Now let's go take a look at the Time Traveler category, which is way better. We got the Cell units in here. We got Bojack is in here. You know, even like Int Cell, Tech Cell, all very good. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock is an amazing unit. You know, you have all the Xeno cards, you know, Xeno Goku, Xeno Vegeta. We got the Supreme Kai of Time. We got the new Demigra. You know, there's so many strong characters in the Time Traveler category that are just not present. You even have Demon King Piccolo is in here. Well, I guess because he was sealed away for a long time and then came out. I guess I never really thought it. Wait, is it only old Demon King Piccolo that's in here? Young Demon King Piccolo is not on the Time Traveler category. Okay, that literally just occurred to me that he's on this category. All right, well, anyway. As you guys can see, it's a lot better. It's a much stronger category. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock himself, of course, is a big point of that, because he'll have Prepare for Battle and Over in a Flash linking, you know, all, like, he could link up with Goku Black, and then you could bring all the Super Saiyan 3s that only have Over in a Flash, and they're all going to work perfectly. So Future Gohan is just not the wave to go ahead and pull for. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I did that where I had the Future category open as well. Oh, well, okay, let's briefly look at this again. that's that new update on JP. So I got to be careful of that in the future. Because I saw Future Gohan sitting there, I was like, wait a minute, Future Gohan is not in this category. What is going on? But yeah, here is the Time Traveler category, which of course is, again, much superior to the Future category. A lot of very, very powerful units on it. All right, so get rid of that. Let's go back over to the Future category, and let's look at our boy Future Gohan. So this is the Power to Face Despair, Super Saiyan Gohan Future. His leader skill is the Future Saga category Key 3. HP 130%, and then attack and defense 170%. I'm really not a fan of the HP 130%, because I feel like HP and attack are the two main ingredients, right? Those are the important ones, and I don't like when HP is low like that. His super attack is Explosive Dance, which raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and does immense damage to the enemy. The other way they could have made this Future Gohan a lot better is if his attack and defense stacked permanently, right? At that point, he might become very interesting, because combined with his damage mitigation, the way that builds up, his attack and defense also building up, and he could become a very scary unit, if you're, 5, 6, 7, 8 turns into the battle. But, they decided to limit him to 1 turn. His passive is Hope for the Future, which is a 100% attack buff at the start of turn. Then he raises his defense by up to 100%. The less HP you have, the greater the defensive buff. So a lot of times you're not going to have a big defensive buff from his passive. And then he reduces damage received by 10% at the start of every turn, up to a maximum of 50%. So, he's okay. That's the best I'm going to give him. His links are Golden Warrior, All in the Family, Super Saiyan, Experienced Fighters, Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. He does have, Prepare for Battle and Dismal Future will allow him to work very well with most of the Zamasu and Goku Black units, right? Who many of them have Prepare for Battle, they got Fierce Battle, they have Dismal Future, the Rose units have Super Saiyan, so he does work pretty good with them. But, Golden Warrior, All in the Family, and Experienced Fighters are links that you're not really going to have active a lot on the Future team, I don't think. And this Gohan probably would definitely work better on the Future team, by the way, because the Hybrid Saiyan team is, of course, a mess with links, and Future Gohan does not share any key links with Ultimate Gohan, which hurts. Ultimate Gohan, his 12 key multiplier is 150%, which, of course, that's very good. And then he's got the 2 categories. He's on the Hybrid Saiyan team, and then he is also over here on the Future category team. So I understand why people would want to summon for him. Personally, I don't really see much luster to him. He's a very meh unit overall. They really could have made him a lot better. There's just minor changes they could have made to him that would have significantly made him better, such as giving him the infinitely stacking attack or defense, making his damage reduction just start at the start of turn, or even just giving him a 100% defensive buff as well as a 100% attack buff. Any of those would have, I think, made him a lot more effective as a unit. They decided to hold him back. I know on JP, the way they made his banner, a lot more appeasing to players is by putting Tech Vegito Blue and Super Saiyan 3 Bardock on there, which of course is what they've done for Global as well. But all in all, I think it should be very clear that y'all should skip. If you like that category, just go for Int Goku Black in a couple months instead on Global, and go for that Time Traveler category. I think that would be a much better idea. So thanks y'all for watching. Do not summon, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.